This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Wanted American who skipped return cruise arrested in St. Anne. An American tourist who is allegedly wanted for criminal offenses in the United States was arrested in St. Anne after failing to report back to the cruise ship that docked in the tourist resort on September 13. 20-year-old Eric Lott was reported missing, and the search launched after he did not return to the vessel. He was arrested during an operation conducted by the St. Anne police along the Brownstown Main Road yesterday. He was charged for breaching the Immigration Act and will face a court on Tuesday. According to police sources, Lott, who is from a Douglasville address in Georgia, is wanted on charges of murder and aggravated assault in the same city. Law enforcers say Lott also goes by the name Garfield Anthony Michael Swell. Gang feud suspected behind double murder and arson in Granville, St. James. The police have theorized that a gang feud is behind Sunday morning's double murder in Granville, St. James. The attackers also set fire to 3 houses during their rampage. The deceased has been identified as a 63-year-old Ainsworth Buckner and a 27-year-old Oshane Brown, both of Gordon Crescent in Granville. The police were summoned to the community shortly after 2 a.m. by residents who reported that heavy gunfire was heard in the area. Upon the arrival of the police, it was discovered that 3 houses were ablaze. The 2 bodies were discovered later. The St. James police are investigating the development. Female who died in flatbridge crash on Sunday identified. The female who died as a result of a motor vehicle crash near Flatbridge in the Bog Walk Gorge in St. Catherine on Sunday morning has been identified. She is Makeda Hudson, 27, of an Old Harbor Road address in St. Catherine. Reports are that Hudson was a passenger in a Nissan AD wagon motor car that was being driven along the Bog Walk Gorge roadway. Reports are that while operating the motor car, the male driver of the vehicle swerved to avoid a collision with another vehicle and lost control of the car, which plunged over the embankment and into the waters of the Rio Cobre. Reports are that the driver managed to swim from the vehicle. The female's body was later recovered from the vehicle and taken to hospital, where she was pronounced dead.
Flatbridge. A man and a woman was in the car. The man come out of the car, lady in there, John, a white AD wagon. Wrecker try help them. Wrecker gone over river too. Why rough? Yeah, man enough.
Government to end the practice of sending uncontrollable children to correctional facilities. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of National Security, Senator Matthew Samuda, says the government is on target to end the practice this year of sending children deemed uncontrollable by the court to correctional facilities. Samuda gave a progress report on the issue during his State of the Nation address in the Senate on Friday. I spoke with Minister Favour Williams this morning, and we have given the commitment previously, and we are nearing the actualization station that this government will amend the Child Care and Protection Act to end the practice of uncontrollable children being sent to our prisons. This will happen this calendar year, Samuda said. His statement follows a recent statement by the Executive Director of Human Rights Group, Stand Up for Jamaica, Carla Golota, who raised concern about the mental and emotional state of incarcerated children deemed uncontrollable who have not seen their families since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. She lamented the lack of urgency in relocating the children. Meanwhile, Samuda says facilities for the housing of juvenile wards and infirm inmates are being upgraded to bring them in line with recommendations for reports of the Independent Commission of Investigations. In a special report on the Rio Cobre Juvenile Correctional Center released earlier this year, Indicom said improvements were urgently needed regarding sanitization, ventilation, lighting, and educational facilities. Mr. Samuda says a new block is almost complete. At the Rio Cobre Juvenile Facility, we are in the process of completing the renovation of a housing block that will give the institution enough space to house all the boys who have been convicted. This renovation is a significant change as to how these juveniles are being held. I am proud of the progress and I look forward to opening new sections of the facility, including new classrooms, etc. He added that inmates who are physically or mentally weak for a prolonged period of time due to age or illness will be kept at a renovated section of the Tamarind Farm Correctional Center. At the Tamarind Farm Adult Correctional Center, we have recently repurposed the space specifically for the infirmed inmates who cannot be housed with the general population. This facility is being designed properly with sidebars and ramps. We are also investing in the staffing that is required, Samuda noted. He made reference to the case of 81-year-old Noel Chambers, who was an inmate at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, where he spent 40 years without a trial. Indicom reported that Chambers languished in inhumane conditions before his death. Homemade firearm seized in Flanker. Police in Flanker, St. James on Saturday found a homemade firearm during an operation in the community. Lawmen said that officers conducted an operation in the Flanker community about 8:30 a.m. An abandoned building was searched and the firearm found. No arrests were made in connection to the find. Multi-million-dollar road rehabilitation ongoing in Mandeville. Major road rehabilitation is underway in Mandeville 1 month after Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation with responsibility for works, Everett Warmington, announced the allocation of $169 million. The allocation was made for 3 projects in Manchester Central. Warmington had said $60 million was allocated for the Williams Field to Cumberland Road, Royal Flat to Old England, and Mandeville to Rods Corner roads. With today, Sunday, September 26, being a no-movement day, asphalting is being done by a roadworks contractor on Manchester Road in the vicinity of Keep Left. Warmington had also announced that $80 million was allocated for the Greater Mandeville Traffic Management System and $29 million for drainage works in Mandeville. Portmore MP wants improved facilities for entertainment and sports. First-term Member of Parliament for St. Catharines South Eastern, Robert Miller, says he is already having discussions with government officials to improve the quality and availability of entertainment and sporting centers in his Portmore constituency. Miller told the House of Representatives last Wednesday that he does not intend to wait for the current COVID-19 pandemic to subside to encourage the government to address the issues such as the need for improvements to the capacity of the area to accommodate entertainment and sports events. He says that he has already been exploring the possibilities of improving the capacity of Jam World, the main entertainment venue in the Kingston metropolitan area outside of the National Stadium and the National Arena in Kingston. I have started preliminary discussions with the Minister of Sports, Culture, Entertainment and Gender Affairs, the Honorable Olivia Grange, and her State Minister, the Honorable Alonda Terlong, to transform Jam World into a mini stadium and entertainment zone, he told the House. The constituency is excited about this facility as it will be highly beneficial for the citizens of the constituency, Portmore and Jamaica at large, he stated. He noted that sports is also big on the agenda in St. Catharines South Eastern, as the area has produced numerous talents that have gone on to represent Jamaica at various levels. However, he said that the majority of football fields and other sporting courts, including those used for netball, volleyball, and basketball, are in need of attention. We have written to the Social Development Commission to assist, and we are seeking assistance from various private sector groups, he said. We are requesting that consideration be given to the Edgewater Sports Complex, Garvey Mead and the Bridgeport High School, are also to be given the attention they deserve, as these facilities have been banned by the respective sporting federations because of their current conditions. I am commending that provision be made in next year's budget to assist with the development of these facilities, he said. 10 new COVID-19 deaths, 429 more infections. Jamaica yesterday confirmed another 10 COVID-19 deaths. The deaths occurred from September 18 to 24, 2021. The deceased include 4 women from Kingston and St. Andrew, ages 76, 48, 92, 89, and 69. A 38-year-old man from Kingston and St. Andrew, a 64-year-old woman from St. Anne, and a 67-year-old man from St. Anne, a 62-year-old woman from St. Mary, and a 70-year-old woman from Portland. Meanwhile, there were another 429 new COVID-19 infections. The positivity rate was at 27.2%. The parish breakdown is as follows: St. Catherine 93, Kingston and St. Andrew 82, Portland 53, Clarendon 52, St. Anne 31, St. James 28, St. Mary 21, Trelawney 18, Manchester 17, St. Elizabeth 14, Westmoreland 11, Hanover 5, and St. Thomas 4. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.